What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Frankiehardworkshow with another video. And pretty sure y'all been hearing about the Jayz and N.F.L collabo, whereas pretty much Jayz is working with the N.F.L now, and he pretty much is the co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you heard that. And we all know that, last year and with the Colin Kaepernick thing, Jayz was one of the biggest supporters of Colin Kaepernick. He also was getting at, at other people. He also was giving at Travis Scott for performing. He didn't want him to perform. Jayz also turned down the Super Bowl for him performing and stuff like that. But throughout the years, Beyonce, of course, she performed. It was what it was. It is what it is. So I can see people pretty much looking at Jay like, damn, like, he sold out. Like, how the hell he's back working? I mean, how the hell is he pretty much working for the N.F.L. and when he was just screaming out independence and he was just screaming out, I don't need you, you need me. So a lot of people looking at that like crazy. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I mess with Jayz. Jayz my guy. I like his music, I always did, right? But when I first heard this, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got upset for a second because I didn't read it. But I kind of got upset because I'm thinking like, yo, why would Jay do this? Why would he decide to do this move right here, knowing how, even though he shouldn't care what the public think, but knowing how he's viewed, knowing how he made all them statements about how you don't need me, I need you, and pretty much I'm my own boss. I'm not doing a halftime show. So I felt some kind of way. I'm like, damn, why would Jay even do something like that, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me read the article. Let me read more into it. Let me see if it got to be something else, or it's probably just what it is. So I decided to read more into it. And when I was reading more into it, right, I was also reading that like he's not just in charge of the halftime show. He's also in charge of the performance throughout the seasons, like any slot spots. Whereas it's open promotions for or open promotion or open set where a rapper could perform, or the music, or anything that has something to do with any type of music that he decided to choose, that Rock Nation decided to choose. That's what he's also in charge of. So when I heard that, and I'm reading more into it, because there's also more things about it. I guess we're working donations and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a whole nother video about why I hate when big businesses always want to come to black people with donations and stuff like that instead of business. You understand? I hate that. When you're dealing with black people, you want to bring up donations and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother video. But when I read that he had that much control over performance, I start thinking to myself, and I'm like, you know what? Let me become the devil's advocate on this one. Because I'm trying to see from what he's thinking. I'm trying to see where he's coming from this angle, because he don't need their money, right? He's a billionaire, right? He really don't need their money. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is he pulling like another Def Jam move? Like when he went to Def Jam, became the president, and he got his pretty much Rockefeller back. He got control of that back. He got his masters back by doing that. So I'm thinking, like, is he pulling another one of those moves? Because when I'm saying I'm playing the devil advocate, I start looking like, hold up. If he's in charge of the entertainment, that means he can put whoever he want up there. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is he building his Rock Nation brand up even more by doing this? Because when you think about it, he can select who's going to be at the Super Bowl, who's going to perform. So it no longer have to be one of them white rock and roll groups that nobody watch. Because I noticed, I can almost guarantee you that Roger Goodell paid attention to halftime when performances come on. When halftime performances come on, that's the time when people go do whatever they need to do. Whatever they need to do. Use the bathroom, make a run, go get some more liquor, bud, whatever you need to do, you do it at halftime. So I wonder if Roger Goodell thought about that, because he came and met with Jayz in Vegas. Jayz didn't call for him, he called for Jayz. Right? And remember, Jayz said, "You don't need me, I don't need you. I don't need you, you need me." Right? So I'm looking like from a different angle now. Like I said, I always like to look at things from a different angle. So I'm looking at this like, is this a win for Jayz? Because if think about it, when you listen to NFL, when you watch the NFL, what do they play? They play music. And they play a lot of rap. So when you think about it, that's the chance for Jay to plug all his artists. You see that Jay got a lot of artists that he signed. If you look at Roc Nation roster, it's a lot of people that you wouldn't even think that was up there that signed to him, that he managed. Is that a sort of a win for him? And then another thing I thought about was promotion. In the midst of him doing all that, he could promote his product. So I'm wondering, is that what he's doing? Because when you look at, like I said, when I first heard it, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, Jay, like, why would you do something like that? But then I thought about it on the business side. Because sometimes black people, we do get in our feelings about business. Sometimes we overlook business. It's about money sometimes. I hate to say it, but sometimes you got to build your money. You got to get your money right. That's how you can fight. How you can fight. Economics. If you ain't got no money, you can't do nothing. So that's just step one, but that's a whole nother video. But I'm not going to go deep into it, but when I seen it, I'm like, damn, that's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea if you think about it from that sense. You know, and he also he also was in charge of social justice over there. I guess how the NFL dealing with people. Or how they dealing with their fans. So do you think, because think about it, when the NFL, this is another thing I noticed too. And I wonder if he's going to speak on this. Because this is another thing I noticed. When the NFL have them camps and when they got the programs, you look at it, it's every other race except black children up there. So do you think that being that Jay is involved with this now, maybe he can bring some type of awareness where the NFL can come do things for the hood like they should do after all the money we spend? Do you think it's that? I mean, because we so quick to jump on some things and sometimes we don't look at the bigger picture. You figure somebody gotta take all the shots. So Jay gonna get all the arrows right now. He's gonna get all the arrows by doing this because he did make that statement. But when you think about it, he's not working for them at all. They came and hired him. And when I say hire him, that's like hiring a firm to do something. You're not working for them. I mean, you're working for them, but you know you understand what I'm saying. You're still independent, right? So that was just the way I looked at it. You know, I could be wrong. I could be way off, but I just want to see how this works out. I'm curious to see who's going to be performing this halftime this year because he's in charge of that. And like I said, I feel like Roger Goodell peeped that. He's seen that halftime. We click the channel, we turn on everything else or whatever. So just imagine that now people know that Jay-Z is in charge of that. He could put whoever he want up there. He could place any product he want up there. I mean, that was just something I'm looking at. So, it's your boy Frankie Hard Work. I want to know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel like Jay is selling out? Or do you think this is a power move? A low-key power move. Because I feel like people kind of like I'm not gonna say it's going over people's head, but I feel like people like not looking at the bigger picture. So let me know how you feel about this in the comments. It's your boy Frankie Hard Work. Like, comment, subscribe. Let your boy know what it is. And I'ma holler at y'all down in the comments. Easy.